this video, we'll guide you through setting up, operating, and cleaning your EVlution system. To begin, here's an overview of all included parts. Place the rubber O-ring on the end of the filter. Then, place the tube adapter over the O-ring. Hold the assembly together, then place it into the opened clamp. Fold the clamp over, then twist the screw cap securely in place. Repeat this for the opposite side, and ensure the screws are facing the same way. Pull the front panel towards you, whilst holding down the back of the stand for support. Hold the top of the stand, then pull the base down. Adjust if necessary, then pull the front panel towards you to face forward. To extend the stand, press and hold the button whilst pushing the panel away from you. Slide the filter clips into place. Attach the hollow fiber filter to the clips. Connect the pedal to the pump. Line up the cable, then press firmly until the metal casing is flush with the pump. Twist the metal ring until secured tightly. The power cable to the pump. Ensure that the cable is inserted into the DC input. Attach the pressure gauge syringe housing. The holes at the back of the housing line up with the hooks on the stand. After placing the housing onto the hooks, press down to secure in place. Attach a 5 ml syringe to the housing. This acts as a pressure gauge. Press down on the housing, insert the syringe, then twist into place. Connect tube A to the inlet of the pump. Connect tube B to the outlet of the pump. Attach the three-way stopcock end of tube C to the end of tube B, then attach the tube end of tube C to the filter. Attach the tube end of tube D to the filter. Attach the short tube end of tube E to tube D. Connect the pressure gauge syringe to the stopcock on tube E. Remove the red stopper from the left permeate outlet on the filter, then connect tube F. Attach a 20 ml syringe to each of the outer stopcocks. Place the permeate tube, tube F, into a permeate container. Place the input and retentate tube, tubes A and E respectively, into a retentate container. This should contain the input sample. Ensure the flow control valve is open by twisting the knob anti-clockwise by 2 turns. Set the pump speed to 250 revolutions per minute. Ensure the stopcocks are positioned so that the system is in closed-loop mode. See the user guide for more information. Start the pump. When the sample is flowing freely from the retentate tube, begin adding pressure by turning the flow control valve clockwise very slowly. Set the pressure to 1 bar, which is indicated by the 1 milliliter mark on the pressure gauge syringe. The permeate should now be flowing out of the tube. Sample concentration is now in progress. Concentrating 1 liter to 20 milliliters takes approximately 90 minutes. Process as much liquid as possible without incorporating air into the system. Stop the pump when most liquid has been processed. Turn the stopcock anti-clockwise by 90 degrees. Remove the 20 milliliters syringe. Draw up air. Reattach to the stopcock. Then press down on the plunger to flush out all the liquid in tube E into the retentate bottle. Turn the stopcock 180 degrees so that it faces the opposite direction. Set the pump to 50 revolutions per minute. Tilt the container so that the input tube is submerged in liquid, then start the pump. Once all the liquid has been drawn up, allow air to pass through. Stop the pump when the air reaches the first stopcock. Turn the stopcock anti-clockwise by 90 degrees. The system is now in hands-on mode, where all remaining liquid is in the system between the outer syringes. Push down the plungers of each syringe in turn, in a seesaw motion. Do not lean heavily on the stand. Push one plunger all the way down, then measure the liquid in the other syringe. Once the volume has reached 5 milliliters, turn the opposite stopcock clockwise by 90 degrees. Remove the syringe, take in air, then reattach to the stopcock. Turn the stopcock into hands-on mode again, and press down on the plunger. This collects all the liquid into one syringe. Turn the stopcock anti-clockwise by 90 degrees, then remove the syringe carefully. Dispense the final concentrated sample into a container of your choice. Remove the 20 milliliter syringes and ensure the system is in closed-loop mode with the flow control valve open. Initiate a water flush by circulating distilled water around the system at 250 revolutions per minute. Once the retentate tube has liquid flowing, adjust the pressure to reach 1 bar. Permeate should be flowing. Place the input and retentate tubes into a container with 350 ml 0.5 molar sodium hydroxide. Run for 30 minutes, at 1 bar pressure. Place the input and retentate tubes into a container with 150 ml distilled water. Run for 5 minutes, at 1 bar pressure. Place the input and retentate tubes into a container with 150 ml of 70% ethanol. Run for 5 minutes, at 1 bar pressure. Ethanol can cause the fibers to deform. This is normal. Place the input and retentate tubes into a container with 150 ml of 70% ethanol. Run for 5 minutes, at 1 bar pressure. The fibers should begin to return to normal. Release the pressure as the pump is running by twisting the flow control valve anticlockwise. Continue to run the water through for another 5 minutes. Lift the input tube to purge the system with air and flush out any remaining liquid. The system is now clean and ready for the next sample.